This is a comedy of errors. Hello, Derek. How are you?
Good, my friend. How are you?
Good, thank you. Thanks for persevering with this fail of software. I think I did my whole intro and I was on mute and had no idea. So we'll try that again. Thanks for joining us. We've had breaking news today that the Freedom and Rights Coalition have had their 50k fines that were issued by the Christchurch City Council waived after Derek has met with the Mayor Leanne Dalziel. Awesome to have you on. Tell us all about what's gone on there in your meeting today, or yesterday, whenever it was.
Yeah, today at 1 o'clock.
Today. Yep.
I met with the Mayor, Leanne, and Jane, I think the other lady's name was. I think she was the lady in the newspaper that was quoted as saying they're going to seek legal advice to get the 50k out of me. Yeah.
Yep.
And they also had a lawyer present.
Okay.
And I took in a couple of sort of supports with me who were good. They let me mainly do the speaking.
Yep.
And we talked about obviously the marches, the protests, the stands, and from their perspective, they were worried about safety and that sort of stuff. And I said to them, well, we've been working with the police around the safety, orderly and peaceful aspect for the whole 25 plus marches.
I was going to say it's for the same thing that's been happening all along.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
And with the Freedom and Rights Coalition, it's about 115 across the nation and not one major incident. So,
yes.
So we worked through that, and they just wanted to be a part of that process, a part of that planning, and they want to know what's going on and what's happening. And I said, well, from my perspective, again, we've communicated with the police, and the police have told me they've communicated with you guys, being the Christchurch City Council. So as far as I was concerned, everything was in order, if you like.
Okay. Did they give any justification for, in any more detail? Because obviously we've heard reported many times that it was traffic management. So did they give you any more detail around that at all?
Yeah, a little bit. They said, well, we did the lights for you, and I said, well, we appreciate that, but when it comes to the actual traffic management, feet on the ground, hands-on stuff, that was pretty much our guys, high-vis jackets, doing all the work, all the mahi and that. So, I don't get where you're coming from with a 50k fine, and I don't believe that you guys have a leg to stand on legally.
Yep. And did you feel it was, once you got that information out in the open, that it was pretty easy going in terms of the conversation once we'd clarify that they did 5/8 or nothing?
Yeah, and I think meeting face to face, meeting together like that, was really good. And I'm always down for that, Lucas. It doesn't matter who it is, where it is. Doesn't matter if you're my friend of me, or hater. I prefer to talk face to face, and it's good. And it was good to talk face to face. So, we agreed. I agreed that if they want to be a part of the process and talk about the plan and the route and the time and what have you, they're more than welcome to come along and sit in a meeting with myself, the police, and them, and then everybody's in the loop.
Yep. Yeah, awesome. Absolutely, Vic. So do you think, probably the key thing for me, because I certainly had a personal feeling, I was like, well, the announcement, depending on how much coverage we got of this, and that's why I jumped on getting you on as well, to get a little bit of coverage. Do you think it'll empower people to more people to come on back, the people that were at Freedom and Rights Coalition's marches past, that are perhaps sitting on the fence there, seeing this news? Do you think it'll make more people comfortable and have a few more come back?
I hope so, because I believe that fear is one of the biggest factors when it comes to people doing anything. And so when it comes to people being on these marches and stands and protests, and I understand to some degree, people with children and all that sort of thing. But again, every single march has been safe, orderly, peaceful. There's so many intangibles, like the feeling of faith and courage and giving hope and all that sort of thing. So, moving forward, the Christchurch City Council want to work with us, work with me on the next march coming up in a couple of weeks for our nurses and our first respondents on Saturday the 16th, Latimer Square. I've got a meeting with them tomorrow, with them and the police, and we'll go forward from there. So it's just good to know too.
Yeah, that's fantastic news. So was that that wasn't put down as a condition or anything like that? It was sort of a suggestion to say, look, we'd like to just keep working with you from their end.
It was a suggestion and communicating and keeping them in the loop. And I said, I'm happy to do that. So and moving forward, it's good they waive the 50K.
Yes, 100%. It just takes a lot of weight off. And there's a couple more questions I'd like to quickly ask you. How was Leanne to deal with?
It was good, to be honest, Lucas. Yeah. No, she was very, very civil. I don't go in there and be angry and aggressive, not like that lot down in Dunedin on Saturday.
Goodness gracious, what is going on there?
If you got time, I can tell you about some stuff there, my friend.
Oh goodness. Well, perhaps we'll get a bit of that info together, and perhaps do a bit more of an official sort of thing on it. I suppose is probably a better way to do it, because that is an interesting story. Shows, as I said in the photo that I posted in the live that I did that day, sort of illustrated the unfortunate division, New Zealand wide, and the way that it's permeated into scenes like that.
Yeah.
Goodness,
it was good fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciated the way that you handled it, from what I could see, from the outside looking in, and the media and bits and pieces that I got through. The other question I had for you is, do you think you'll be sorry, I can't help but laugh. Do you think you'll be getting in touch with Stuff and News Hub and NZ Herald, any of those types, to say, oh, look, we got it wiped?
Yeah, well, they the latest article, I think it was Stuff. They rang me, and I was half expecting. I was half expecting them to say, "Well, apologies for."
Yeah, for sure. But no, I don't think so. Yeah, 100%. Hey, look. So when's the next march? Let's get amongst it. Let's pump that up. Tell us the details of that once again, Derek.
So Saturday the 16th, 11 o'clock at Latimer Square, and it's for our nurses. It's for our health system, our first responders. Yeah, our nurses. We really got to make a stand. It was fantastic being outside the hospital during the week that time, not long ago, last week, whenever it was, to make a stand. But I think we really need to rally the thousands again and make a huge stand, and just be good to be back together again, and keep the home fires burning, keep standing.
100%.
For our nurses, our doctors, and
Yes, absolutely. Critical issue in New Zealand at the moment, if not the most critical issue. Get those 500 to 1,000 odd, or higher, depending on who you talk to, nurses and doctors that are out of work because they won't take this experimental jab. Let's get them back in there, get them working hard, as they are keen to do. They just want to help people. It's been awesome to talk to you, Derek. Appreciate you coming on. Have you sent me through the poster for that march? I think you probably have sent me through on message so I can post it up. Awesome. So we'll do that a little bit. We'll make sure we get that up there a little bit closer to the time. Get amongst it, people. Thanks, Derek. And thanks, everyone, for persisting when we started live with the dodgy live stream software. Let's just say Restream, which I've moved to from the last lot and I paid for, probably isn't going to stay with us. It's 2 interviews. It's mucked up for us. But anyway, we'll work through it. Appreciate it, man. Talk to you soon.
Thanks, Lucas. Bye.
I probably won't even be able to end this properly now.
Bye.
Thanks, team. I literally can't even end this. That's where we're at with this. I can't. I'm hovering over the end stream button. Anyway, how is everyone? Hope you're having an awesome. What are we at? Tuesday. as I fumble my way through and try and get this thing off. Appreciate everyone, the 50 odd of you that have tuned in. Get amongst those Freedom and Rights Coalition marches. You've got no fear whatsoever of doing anything illegal, not that we did before, but it's just a bit of a burden taken off. Get rid of those fines or bills or whatever one they call it. So letting me end it now. Stay safe, stay free. See you again real soon. It's not. I'm just going to get out of here. Leave.